Namaste, Soul Tribe. Welcome to the Cosmic Weather Forecast. This is for your full moon in Aries, October 17th, 2024. So, how have you been feeling? Okay, there's a little bit of intensity with full moons as we are doing the sacred dance of the third eye. The sun and the moon are connected to your third eye, and the moon also connected to the card of the tarot. The high priestess is giving you access when it goes around and around to sacred knowledge, to secrets within yourself, to understand thyself better. So this is kind of busy, okay? So we're going to tell the story that's occurring. First, we're seeing, and I put it here because you might not see it clearly, but you see that little north node here? Boom! The south node is just there. So right away, things that we inherited with Medusa, Lilith, and past lives, all in the first house, we're purging. We're purging the fears, we're shedding the shame, we're shedding the guilt, we're shedding fears. A lot of fears, so we can remember our true power. And when we do this, I don't know if you can see, tick, 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 tick. This is my noise for my sound effect for the quincunx. It's creating a line of tension here with the South Node, Medusa, and Lilith to Saturn retrograde in the degrees of Pisces that talk about retrieving our lights, retrieving our potential, realizing that when we fear something, and we're going the automated, the default way, just because it's known, we're keeping ourselves from experiencing things that our soul might be craving. Things here in the second house, where we have this full moon, things that are meant to better ourselves. This degrees where we have the full moon for the sun talks about your higher mission, talks about in this lifetime, coming to get better in terms of your own knowledge of yourself, the skills you wanted to harness, the skills you wanted to develop, okay? And interestingly, this time the line of tension is with Uranus in retrograde, where we have the Pleiades. This is the degrees of Taurus that speaks of introspection. Your temple, inside of yourselves, inside of your cells. Some of you know I do those cosmic alignment energy sessions. Doing the one for this full moon activation, I started seeing how my breath was lighting up inside my vessel. But I was like looking at an architecture that was so obviously complex with scriptures. And I was like, oh my, there's so much to discover within myself. So creating the space for the fascia, your structured water, okay, to express itself, release some of the old experiences. Through the breath, bring in that space, shedding those layers. It's just at this time so precious for us to address the body, the physical body, as we're receiving all those ascension codes. And create that space for us to emerge renewed and feeling also that vibrational power to maintain our frequency. Part of the things that we're meant to achieve here with this full moon is also resolving our inner wars. The things that keep us from, that tug and pull of war, okay? Sorry, I don't think that's the proper expression, but English is not my first language. You get the point. Okay, all the things that make you feel like you want to go and then you're stepping back. One step forward and two steps back. And you're like, why am I not making any progress? With this full moon, you're going to have revelation. And the revelation are going to be connected to some of your deepest wound. Okay, we have the collective Chiron. This is the wounded healer. It's in retrograde. We have the moon just there. Okay, and it's in the 8th house. How did you entangle yourself? It's quantum entanglements. It's a relationship contracts, soul contracts, So you're going to release. As you release the fears in your body, especially through the breath, through sound, through whatever is your spiritual practice, you're going to be able to see how you got yourself entangled in certain directions and detours. But you're also going to gather how precious those detours were. And that is bringing a lot of worth. We have here, Venus that is going to be just switching from Scorpio to Sagittarius. Here, just after we experience this full moon on the same day. And it's going to give you a greater space for you to manifest this new perception of who you are. Because this is what this full moon is creating, a remembrance of who you are, who you came here to be. Honoring those lessons, honoring those fears, honoring and integrating those shadows. Okay, we have here a lot in the 5th house of the mental prisons with Pluto in those degrees of Capricorn that are going to be shattered so you can self-express. So you can start feeling joy in being truly yourself, most self-expressed, authentic self. I remember when I received the guidance that I was going to have to speak in public and teach spirituality in a language that was not even mine. I was like, are you kidding me? No, I could have signed up for this. But language was just another way for expressing feelings and knowing and trusting that people could relate, not because so much of the words, but because of what they would feel when I was going to express whatever. Just like now. Okay, so there's a lot that you're seeing that is going to free your light, your expressive light. You're going to be able to just expand in greater ways with this full moon in Aries. Aries is the first zodiac sign on the wheel, and in traditional Chinese medicine, it's connected to the lungs. This is why I mentioned breath work. This is why when you're going to address your breath, you're going to start with this energy. You're supported to actually access this type of information. You're going to be able to see certain patterns of your life, of maybe some of your past lives, things that occurred that may have been repeating themselves again and again. For some of you that read the comments, I have a pick a card reading for this, okay? It's called Remember Who You Are. And I put in the description or the comments, I pinned my comment as far as what I experienced when I did this cosmic alignment session. It was really deep. I remember a trauma from when I was 1 month old. And I was like, how is this been following me for almost now 46 years? I'm like, what? So there's beauty in this process if you're allowing the process to guide you, because it wants you to remember the truth of your soul, the truth of your heart. So again, for some of you, if you want to get support with the speaker card, there's a lot of guidance. Some of you, if you want to join the Cosmic Energy session, please comment below, remember, okay? And I will see you soon. I'm sending you much love and light your way. Namaste.